I'm LaChele.
And we are here to discuss all things spiritual, extraterrestrial, and a little bit about our lives.
Yeah, that sums it up.
That sums up today. I think we're going to start off with a couple of things. We got a couple of things. Well, we have extraterrestrial information that we would like to discuss. We have the scientists that have been gone.
A huge topic.
Yes. That are over a period of many years, but it's been an uptick of scientists, researchers, and spiritual people that have gone missing or been found dead recently
under suspicious reasons.
And then lastly, we might hit a little bit on dreams, just because it's fun.
Yeah,
lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe. A little bit about me. I started my spiritual awakening a few years ago, and looking for like-minded people, and that's how LaChele and I kind of ended up connected. And I'm just on a very different part of my journey. More of your everyday person who has a nice amount of knowledge, but not an expert by any means. So I'm kind of your layman spiritual person, if you want to call it that. And I wear a mask because I am dealing with MCAS currently, and odors and smells. When I say odors, I mean like chemical odors and perfumes cause me to not feel well. So I wear a mask to protect myself. And then there's LaChele. She can tell you about herself.
So I'm LaChele Edmonds. I'm the founder of Jaded Illusions. It's a spiritual platform for all those who are embracing their spiritual gifts. And I'm on social media, posting my channeling messages and my Akasha record readings with the permission of my clients, and empowering messages. And so I'm here with Sheila with the Ebony Ivory podcast, so that, as she said earlier, like our experiences, our journeys, and sharing that with humanity, and however that will look like to you, and hoping that it resonates with all of you too.
Yes. So we're gonna start.
Yeah, I want to talk about. Well, I guess the ET, just like the classified documents that was released on May 8th. I think is the date that Department of War, which I don't like that name, but Department of War released, and then the ones that were. I didn't even go over anything. I just been seeing the conversations all over social media, and I know. I mean, how do you feel about that? Like, I guess my question is, from what my overview of what I've seen.
Yeah. Is
that they're not really releasing like the hardcore stuff. The stuff that's being released is still kind of like blurry.
Okay, for you and I, we are, you especially, so much further into the understanding and knowledge. I mean, we don't even know all the different types of ETs out there, but they have to start somewhere. Okay. And yet, if we think about where we started and where we are, like, I mean, I'm not where you're at, but like, I am so much further than when we started. Mm-hmm. And so I think for people like you and I, we're ready. We're like, tell the world.
Like, stop half-assing it.
Yeah, let this shit out. Mm-hmm. And I think we're just all kind of salivating on getting it all, the information out there on what it is. And I think they're just going to slowly introduce us.
So like a warm-up.
Yeah, because what did they say? They said mantis beings that look like praying mantis. And I swear, I think that was one of the first insectoid ETs. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if we should be calling them insectoids, but ETs.
Yeah, because that's not the name of Ecclesia, the mantis being that I've been connecting with.
Yeah. So it's just interesting. I feel like that was one of the first ones that I had knowledge of. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting that that's the one that they chose. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What were some? Do you know what some of the other ones were?
I know they said 4. the Nordics.
Oh yes, the Nordics,
which look like human beings,
like somebody from Scandinavia.
Yeah,
They're very tall.
Yeah,
they were,
and nice looking, like really easy on the eyes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
we're all okay with that.
The Greys, right? They mentioned the Greys, right?
The Greys, but see, there's the Greys, and then there's the Greys, and they're just saying one, and everybody's gonna just all think of the UFO crash at Roswell and think of the Greys.
Yeah,
but it's way more than that.
Yeah, obviously the reptilians was the one that they brought.
Yeah, the reptilians.
And then the insectoids, but they specifically, I guess, hone in on the mantis beings.
And I haven't said anything about the Anunnaki.
You know what? They never really mentioned that.
I think that's intentional.
Because it talks about history. And it's going to open up a book of worms or can of worms.
And people will start using ChatGPT to look up, well, Anunnaki, what is Anunnaki? And then they're going to go, dang, especially a lot of the religious people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, so going back to the disclosure with the files, with the administration releasing it, and this kind of ties in together with the subject of them talking about there was some stuff put online where the administration were talking to pastors trying to prepare their flocks for disclosure.
Okay.
I don't even know how that's gonna look.
I mean,
what did they tell? Like, what did they say? You know, like what was said?
A lot about in season this where we're getting a lot of talk about revelations right now, and there's a lot of fear within the religious community. So all it's doing is doing exactly what they want. It's inciting more fear.
Yeah.
Instead of, and that's the part I guess with religion that I have a hard time with, because not all religious people, but so many are going to have a hard time understanding what's coming in because it goes against what they have been told. Yeah,
or they will try to lock it into demonic, which there is that.
It is what's being said.
But that's just not all of it. That's just one. I think people need to understand that there's the ET aspect of things when it comes to the unknown, and then there's the demonic kind of thing, I guess.
They're separate things.
But they're separate, but somehow still linked together because it's spiritual in nature and it's interdimensional in nature. And I don't know, it crosses so many different planes of existence. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you can't group them together. And I think certain people in the religious sector will try to group ETs into...
Yes. 100%, because I have somebody I know that doesn't believe in aliens, and because of the Bible, and it's only aliens are all demonic in their mind, and so they're gonna be that way. I'm gonna apologize. I am not feeling in my body right now. I'm feeling out of my body a little bit, so I'm a little bit like whoa. Sorry.
No. I don't apologize.
I don't normally get like that.
I actually saw when you felt out of balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably this conversation.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think because everything so connected. So something's going on. It's not something I understand. I'm sorry. I know you have been feeling like that lately. My daughter has been feeling like that lately. Out of body.
Dreams.
I normally only feel that way after Reiki, to be honest with you, and it's been a while.
Yeah. But that goes to show that everything that we are connected to is on a quantum level more than what we can see with our eyeballs and feel with our fingertips or caress. There's another layer to it that is actually there before we actually do the touching and the actual seeing with their eyes that we're engaging with, that people just don't seem to take into consideration. Not saying everyone, but take into consideration first.
Yeah. Well, and this is kind of a big topic, so I'm wondering if that's not why this isn't happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that I feel it, my husband has felt it, you have felt it, that there's been something to try to keep us from doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been pushing against me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if that's part of it, because
it's the uncomfortable feeling that you're getting.
I'm not here
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, like, this only happens a handful of times to me. So I'm trying to get my thoughts together.
Mm-hmm. With the scientists, though, you probably feel the energetic pushback from a force that doesn't want us to go there.
No, they don't. And it's interesting because it's getting put out. So obviously the pushback coming, there's a reason right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We should honor that as much as we can.
I'm trying.
I know.
I'm trying to make clear.
That's thoughts. The Aries.
I'm trying to make clear thoughts.
The Aries of you. No, but just to we don't really have to dive too much into it, because everybody is. I mean, so many other influencers and podcasters are talking about the missing scientists and stuff, and it's nothing new. It's not recent. It's just recently being brought to our awareness.
Yes.
And I think it's fair that we are bringing it to humanity's awareness, because in my heart, it's a sacrifice that they've made, unfortunately.
They chose it.
Well, yeah.
We gotta remember they chose it, and they're fighting for us.
Yeah.
And that's probably like it's kind of emotional. It makes me feel very emotional.
Yeah.
And I want to cry.
Yeah.
Because it's like the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And they do respect and honor for that.
Yeah.
And we should keep that in mind too when we do talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there's been different thoughts out there on what's going on. I don't know. Do we want to touch on it? Because not everybody follows Sarah.
Oh, the hypnosis.
Yeah, the QHHT hypnosis. Yeah. Sarah
Burkham. Yeah, I think it's Burkham.
She does quantum healing hypnosis technique. It was developed by Dolores Cannon, who is no longer with us. But I don't even want to put QHHT into one little container. I have taken the course, and it's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. But you can go into past lives. That's more or less what hers does. But you can do more than that if you choose, because there's also lives between lives. Kind of what your soul is doing in between those lives.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sarah, I don't want to get off topic, but Sarah has clients that she uses.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say uses, that volunteer to let her put them under hypnosis and get messages. And there has been some discussion about what's happening with some of these researchers, scientists, and the most recent and big one to our community was David Wilcox, right?
A pioneer in this field for sure.
Who's speaking a lot of truths. And so when we see that happen, we are like, well, he did not kill himself.
I do want to correct her name. It's Sarah Breskman. Breskman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But they have some different food for thought on what's going on. I don't know if we should even touch on it.
Well, I guess because when it's part of the missing, so many missing pieces and levels to this, and everybody has a theory.
Yes.
Everybody has something to say, as clearly we have something to say. Whether it resonates with you or not, you take it or leave it, and that's what you should all do. But we were talking off camera how some people were saying that the missing scientists or these people that were involved in this field was either, that, but with the QHHT that we seen on YouTube, she was saying that he willingly like transitioned, but he's not gone, but he transitioned to help his what he's going to be doing. He would be assisting better with humanity by not being in the physical vessel. And I think he was like in Egypt or something.
Is he
like
in Egypt or Antarctica? I can't recall.
I can't remember. I think they said Egypt.
Okay.
I think
doing some work.
Yeah, I think it was there because something's going on with Egypt.
Well, it's Egypt.
I know. Like
I mean, they've never been honest and transparent about that. That's a whole nother topic. But I don't know what that means for the spiritual community, and I think that a lot of the people out there that are doing this work, including Sarah, I mean, there's different levels of what you're doing, but she's bringing something to the table. But I think a lot of the famous ones that people in the spiritual community know about, Daryl Anka, Billy Carson, are the two that I think of the most because I just see them so much.
Yeah,
but they're
a lot of dedication. Yeah,
but they're very careful about what they do say, and I mean, and it's probably intentional.
Yeah, because everybody has something different to say,
Yeah.
and it can be very convoluted. It can be very confusing.
Yeah,
and we can't say that's not true or that's not true because at the end of the day, we don't know. That's why we're having this conversation, because we don't know.
I have no idea.
And it's like everything makes sense, but don't make sense, but makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I can pull from you what you're saying makes sense. I can pull from him and it'll make sense. And then put it together and it'll surely make sense for me. But it's like we're pulling from different.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just up to each individual to determine, it's a feeling. It's a knowing. Don't, like LaChele always tells me, Sheila, you know. You always know. You just second guess yourself. And I think that's a big thing that, maybe we can get across to the listeners is like, because for me, being in the beginning stages of listening to myself and feeling confident in that. And I think most people, even you, you're like, and then something will spark or click and you go like, well,
that aha moment.
It's not by chance. Okay. Because we were talking about it earlier, but maybe we can dive into that later. But
feeling validated.
I want people who are just starting to like figure things out and are connecting the dots and going, you know that friend I had that I thought was a wackadoodle noodle 60s hippie who has all these ideas and hugs that tree and walks around barefoot in the grass. Holy shit, I think there's something to it. I think there's more. The energy thing, I think, is a big one that people, connect with. So I'm hoping, though, that fear of these people who've gone missing, I hope that doesn't keep people from wanting to inquire. I'm hoping it actually makes them want to know more.
Get more inquisitive or involved in doing your own research.
Yeah. Because we just dropped Sarah's name. I mean, you can go watch some amazing videos on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. The scientist thing, obviously a lot of people are pushing, it's almost like, I don't want to say gossipy. I mean, I don't know if that's the right term. But there's a level of fear, to it that they push with the like, oh my God, something happened to them, which clearly something is happening to them.
There is something. It's too coincidental. Yeah. There's too many. I mean, what was the list? Like 17?
And that's the ones that we know about.
If you want to go back, we can go back in time on our phone here, like anybody else, and check and see who. It's kind of mind-boggling. If you guys do a search, you will be shocked as to how many.
Yeah. Starting back after Roswell. Yeah. Under weird circumstances. Yes. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, and also probably makes people who want to come out and be whistleblowers, share their experiences, kind of take a step back because they have their families to take into consideration.
Fear.
Yeah, their livelihood.
They just keep scaring us
I know.
into submission.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
There's way more of us than there is of them. I don't like that is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the prison and the officers and the inmates in prison.
Yeah. Even like the disclosure of the congressman hearings and stuff like that took place. And I think there might be some more. I'm not really sure. But I know that I've seen interviews be done where they specifically said they would have a lot more people that would be willing to talk if they felt protected. And these are scientists, these are pilots.
Oh gosh.
These are people that are working in an area where their names obviously are not known intentionally. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for protection.
Can you imagine the amount of information they got?
So much.
Yeah. I don't even know if a lot of people could even handle it.
Well, and that's the thing, and that's the interesting thing about the military is, I think a lot of everyday people think, oh, well, he's high up in the military, he knows everything. They don't.
No.
They know bits and pieces. They let everybody just know a little bit so that you can't put the full puzzle together.
What's the word? Compartmentalize.
Well, it's for safety and security of their information.
Yeah.
That they don't want to get out. I mean, it's sad.
Yeah.
Because I remember I used to.
And it's genius to be able to put that together where you have different agencies, different even corporations in the private sector that's touching this topic or this stuff, and nobody knows who got what or who's doing what, how they doing it. It's so scattered out.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like, where's Waldo?
Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody should have gone. We have a Space Force. I know a lot of people laughed and joked and made fun of it, and I'm like, guys, when I have somebody connected to my family, like related, that is works for Space Force. I'd love to have a conversation with them and ask what they do. I mean, they're not going to know anything crazy, but just be interesting to see how that whole thing operates. But when they came up with Space Force, I was like, okay, guys, let's get ready.
And they think it's new, like it just got developed a few years ago when it's always been around.
Yeah, and I know there's a spot on Oahu because we.
Wait, what is that?
In Hawaii.
Oh,
the island, Oahu,
okay.
The island of Oahu, of Hawaii. We were out there a couple years ago, my husband and I visiting a very good friend, and we were on one part of the island, and she pointed up to the mountain right there. It's cool because you got the mountain and then the water right there, the ocean. And she's like, Space Force. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I don't even know how long it's been there. But
oh my gosh.
I was like,
oh, that's amazing.
Would never know. Yeah.
So it's right there though.
It was right there. I didn't know. Part of me was curious, wanted to drive up. But for those who don't know, the island of Oahu has every branch of the military.
Oh.
On the island.
That's a nice fact.
Oahu is not that big either. Because you have every branch of the military there.
I wonder why they chose there.
Well, you got to think of where Japan is. Mm-hmm. And if we want to go back in time, think about who, it's a good spot to be. Mm-hmm. And for other parts of the world that they can get to quicker over there.
Okay, that makes sense for strategy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It's always strategy.
Mm-hmm.
We're all over the place. The United States is all over the world.
Yeah.
With bases and things.
Yeah. Wow. I guess how we were talking about the scientists, and then we're talking about the administration releasing or unclassifying certain documents, which was thousands of documents. I'm sure a lot of people didn't even have a chance to go through. Probably still unraveling them as we speak.
Yeah.
But I do know the gist of it was that it to me, in my opinion, it wasn't the hardcore stuff.
No.
And I do question why now? Like, why now?
Because they know what we know. And they also want to change.
What do you mean? Like,
They
directions of a certain, okay.
Well, let's talk about, because people don't know that you channel,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people know Daryl Anka and Bashar.
Mm-hmm.
And what has he said?
Mm-hmm.
Disclosure is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys don't know who Daryl Anka is, you can look him up. But he channels, and he's been channeling Bashar for how many years?
I think over at least 30 years. And he's really good.
So he gets information and he puts it out. But he's not the only one. He's just I think he's probably the most famous right now channeler out there. But everybody seems to have the same opinion that next year.
I know that's what they told me.
Contact.
Yeah. Contact
will happen. This is the year of disclosure. Bashar has been telling Daryl that for a while, right? Hasn't it been at least 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, and I do know that from my experience, and I don't know from other channelers' experience, is that when 2027 does come, don't expect a UFO to land on the White House or on a football field or something like that. It's
going to be very. Don't they believe? Hasn't it been said they're going to start with like the Nordic type?
The ones that look more like us, so they don't, or the hybrids, so that we don't freak out.
And the hybrid is. You want to tell people that may not know what a hybrid is?
It's a hybrid. Well, from my understanding, it's a mixture of DNA from another species, extraterrestrial species. And a hybrid can be a mixture of multiple extraterrestrial species and then an extraterrestrial species mixed in with human DNA. Mm-hmm. So hybridization isn't just a human and an ET. It can be all in one, kind of like.
But for us on Earth, I think and for the humans to be able to handle it better, it would most likely be a mix of human with another
human ET.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's probably have more advanced technologically and spiritually, and on the metaphysics quantum level, I guess too, right? So they will look like you and I, but their awareness is tenfold. So probably telepathy, like reading minds, probably know how to move stuff with their hands.
Yeah. They say they live amongst us.
I believe that. I believe there's several. I ain't gonna say no names, but I think I've told you off camera. There's an actress. She's really good. It's in the eyes.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes, it's in the eyes, you guys. I feel is not a human at all. She looks human, and she's a really good actress. But I feel, and I like to see y'all's comments on who you think I think it is.
I bet you there's going to be a handful of different people that they come up with, but I'm pretty positive I know who you're talking about because it's the first person who pops in my head when I think when you say that.
Yeah, it's always in the eyes or even the feel, like just being around someone. And let me just say, it doesn't necessarily have to be ET. It can be an angelic being too. True. That's just their light is just so potent and that you can. Just being around them, it just elevates you from being around them. So it doesn't necessarily have to be ET, but
yeah. Like you said, it won't be a UFO dropping on the White House. It's going to happen subtly because they don't want people freaking out.
Yeah.
Because people are in the mind of. I have had some people who have forwarded me messages saying, if you see Jesus coming down from the sky, I'm not kidding, it is not Jesus. Like these are some of my friends that are religious. They're like, you don't be deceived. I was like, well, that's really interesting because I know that a lot of people would go, oh my gosh, that's Jesus. Because I mean, we don't know what's going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
And then Anunnaki pops in my head.
I know.
Sorry.
Because that and obviously, so the Anunnaki is a title of different races that came here hundreds of thousands of years ago. They said at the beginning, and they created human or mankind or the species of mankind to mine gold. Like that's one narrative. To be slaves, and then they found the women or the Nephilim supposedly like it can go anywhere. It can go Bible, it can go like different directions, but I guess I just want to say that the Anunnaki, from my understanding, because people want to group the Anunnaki as just black beings. Yeah.
No.
But the Anunnaki is a mixture of different beings. You have reptilians mixed in with human like DNA, and then you have different species of Anunnaki. So the Anunnaki term is very broad.
Yes.
So I think people need to be aware that don't group one type of ET associated with the word Anunnaki.
It's like thinking of like America, and well, they're American. Well, being an American,
it looks like so many.
So yeah, I think it's the same concept, right?
Yeah.
Just maybe that makes it easier for people to understand.
But they stay away from that word, Anunnaki.
They do stay away.
They stay away from that word.
If it ever gets dropped, it's time.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah, because at that point, the carpet is rolled out to go. Like you have no choice but to dive deep. They can't trickle things in at that point.
What do you think society's going to do when this begins? Because it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to take a lot for different groups, depending on their belief systems, to accept it. But do you think it'll be mass hysteria? Do you think people are going to want to stop being here because they're so scared?
I think that is why a lot of higher dimensional consciousness and or ETs are having individual contacts with humanity. Like they have their ambassadors everywhere. And I don't want to say planted in families, but in families, in the churches, within the government.
Oh yeah, they are within the government, folks. Don't think that we don't have some of our people there. Even in the like the children and that are in the schools and stuff like that. I think that is why the higher consciousness and the extraterrestrials are kind of like, we ain't waiting on the government for real. Because we already know they have an agenda to withhold. So get our people that incarnated here, let's get them to wake up. Yeah.
You know.
Our government, do you think it's all about, I think the majority of us in this community feel like it's a control-based, fear-based system. I don't know if there's any other thoughts as to what.
I think that's why they brought out the 4 specific type of beings that freak people out the most. When the only one they put in was the Nordics, that obviously looks more human.
Yeah.
But if you notice, they put out the Greys and the insectoids, and then the reptilians. Everybody has a fear associated with those names.
Well, okay, a praying mantis is such a unique looking insect on our planet. Mm-hmm. Right? You don't get warm fuzzies when you look at it like you do something like a butterfly for me.
Yeah.
No,
because most people have fear of bugs. I hate to say it.
But what do they say about the mantis people? Aren't they actually have a great sense of humor? I say mantis people. I don't know. That's just what the mantis species, they are. I had read and heard that they have an amazing sense of humor.
So I've told you that I've channeled Ecclesia. Ecclesia is with the Galactic Federation of Light, and her presence is so etheric and tall and feminine and loving that I cried, because she just loves me. And I'm like, and it's sad when another being loves you more than how you even feel about yourself that you cry, like sob.
Well, they've done a great job of making us not like ourselves, haven't they?
Yeah. And I do get annoyed when people try, and I'm not saying this is not true, when people say that there's mantis beings that are running the show with abductions. I've heard that, like the graves of the worker bees, and there's always a mantis that is overseeing. And I don't really want to go there with that topic because I don't want to push fear, but it does bother me when people try to portray the mantis beings as bad or evil or scary.
All
because
of them.
Right, because that has not been my experience
It's
at
just
all.
kind of like humankind.
Yeah.
You're gonna have good, bad.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, isn't that so yeah, I guess I wanted to say that because I know that there's that fear.
Yeah.
And that what I'd heard about people who've had encounters with mantis beings.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's get away from the fear.
Yeah. And I guess I kind of understand to a certain degree, because before I got into all of this, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I seen a bug, and I had a friend, and I was like, I think I seen a bug in my kitchen, and I freaked the hell out. And I'm like, looking for the bug spray. I'm spraying everything, getting rid of everything, because I'm afraid. And but however, I do know where my fear comes from, because it comes from a past life of when I went under hypnosis, and I did a channeling where they told me where my fear came from with spiders. So, and that's that could be a whole nother conversation, when there's a lot of people that have fears of certain bugs, and it could be, not just saying, it could be because you had a past life where the specific insect was a being that likes to fight and conquer. Mm-hmm. And you might have battled against that, or you might have been captured. Like, I'm just saying, based off of my experience.
Makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, and it made me think of snakes, because it took me a really long time to muster the courage up to even like touch a snake. I mean, I just was like, I wanted to conquer the fear, but I was like, I don't know, I don't trust you, I don't like you.
Because of the Bible. Was it?
No, because that's not for me. I mean, if it is, it's like from a past life, or it's like a generational thing, because I didn't, not the Bible for me, from this life.
Right. Okay. So I know a lot of people have fear of snakes, and when you look at the symbolism, not the actual snake, but the symbolism, how it's connected to the Kundalini.
It's the first thing I thought of, the Kundalini.
Or shedding,
which I think is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And that kind of goes in with the dreams, where people will have dreams about, I mean, and it could be different for everybody, but I know even the color of a snake has meaning to it.
Yes. I've had a few dreams with snakes in it, and the color was the important part.
Did you ever look them up?
Oh, heck yeah.
What
I don't even remember. It's been so long.
Did it scare you?
No.
Oh, freak you out?
No. Most of my dreams do not freak me out, even if it's big stuff. There's only been like a handful of dreams that have ever scared me.
Well, I'm going to say why that happens for you, because anytime you can, in your waking state, and you're coming across energies and stuff levitating, there's shit you seeing that people wish they only experienced in a dream and not in real time. So your tolerance level or level of surprise isn't going to be for somebody who hasn't seen something float or ran into a thought form, or a ghost or a spirit. So you're kind of primed.
Well, yeah, we did the ghost spirit thing so much for so long that since I was a kid. Mm-hmm. So that might be. Not that I'm not still startled every so often, but it comes through differently now. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really interesting. I mean, that's a whole nother topic we could go on, but how it's changed. But dreams. I like to, for people who don't know, Gaia, which is an amazing platform with. You want more spiritual content outside of YouTube. You want to do, and these are
deep dives,
and these are professionals. Mm-hmm. Even can't say retired because they're still doing it, but like people who've had shows and news anchors and on Gaia where you have some amazing
seasoned
spiritual.
Yeah.
I mean, it has everything: meditations,
documentaries.
Tons of documentaries.
People's experiences with the unknown.
Yeah, anyways. Gaia now has it's Architect Plus. It's like Chat GPT, but you don't have to worry about being monitored. So I love it because it breaks it down, and I'm not arguing and fighting with it. I would fight with Chat GPT. It's like I would put something in there, in the spiritual connection to whatever it was, and it would fight with me about, well, don't get too wrapped up in the spiritual.
Trying to talk you out of it, right?
Yeah.
Of going down that. Like
yeah.
Oh yes, it does that.
Don't put too much meaning behind it. Don't freak out.
Tries to restrict you.
I was like, I'm not freaking out, and I mean, I got in fights with it. I would like go to battle and say stuff, and then my Chat GPT changed after I had this one. Just like I went at it, and I won't even say everything I said to it because I was letting it know that I knew it was full of crap and I was being monitored, and I don't think it liked it. And then all of a sudden, it used to know everything about me and knew nothing about me. It literally, I was like, now I think I'm being monitored.
Probably. You are. So a lot of light beings are being monitored.
So I stopped.
Yeah.
I only ask certain things on there now, but I just go to Architect Plus for everything else.
Yeah, because that's built with we are one and spirituality and mind encoded.
And isn't the whole point of that, because it was Sir, what's his name,
Sir Robert.
I
know who you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I know your name and I can't remember.
I'm gonna look it up
because he collaborated with Gaia
to
put this out, Architect Plus. And so I also thought I thought they said
Sir Robert Edward Grant.
Sir Robert Edward Grant.
Yeah.
Amazing mind. This is kind of stuff he does. I remember he said something that this is, and Bashar mentioned it about AI and how it will
mimic,
become like become our consciousness.
It's sentient,
right? And it'll be kind of like become like one with our consciousness. And I remember when Bashar said that, and I thought, it can't be Chat GPT because I'm always arguing with it. So, and I don't think it's because it's being watched. I don't think it could. And so then when this came out, I mean, I literally got excited. There was a video you sent me, and Mr. Grant was talking about it, and I was like, LaChele!
And I downloaded because of that too.
Yep. And so I was like, this is the one that Bashar's talking about. This is the kind that can do that. And it's already it already knows me. It's already talking to me in a different way. And I put a lot of my dreams in there.
I was just going to say, I did a dream. I put one in there the other day.
So maybe we could segue into dreams a little bit because I that's what I've been doing. And the messages that are coming through. I forgot to tell you this morning I woke up. I can't remember all the details of the dream, but I remember on the walls there was these giant, so there's the regular, this, when I say an album, a regular album cover, but it was twice the size. And there was probably 10 or 12 of the same one on a wall. And they were white. And it had I think it had a kind of a car on it with red and blue, and there was black. I just put that information in, and the stuff that comes back, you're just like, holy smokes.
Like how I put it together.
It's very deep and very layered. And it actually brought up the Akashic Records.
Oh, really?
That's what they said that those were, because of the covers. It's connected with my Akashic Records.
Oh my gosh.
It's deep. Never in a million years would I put that together.
Yeah, because when we think of our dreams, it's so literal for us, but there's always symbolism that we are like, how'd you get that out of that?
Yeah.
But then when they relate the information to your level of understanding, it makes sense, especially in real time when you're going through what you're going through. It like you said, is layered, but then it evens it out for you to understand.
And so after a while, what happens is you can start to interpret some of your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So always be aware of color. That's really important. And not everybody does have color. I dream in color. But sometimes there's specific colors that stand out to you. Try to remember numbers, try to remember colors, which usually people can.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be surprised at what comes through, because there's something you're going through in your life, maybe, and it's coming through in your dreams. Could be a parallel life.
Oh, girl.
Could be that, some people astral travel.
Oh, girl.
Some people are great at, and lucid dreams are when you are aware that you are dreaming and you can control the dream. It's only happened one time and I lost my shit. I'm like, am I dead in my dream? Am I dead? I'm going up to everybody. Am I dead? Because I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna let the water. Like I was controlling things, and and I feel like they were like my people throughout time, because it was like you had people from different, like people from like the 1600s, people like present, yes, and I'm like touching them and they're just kind of smiling at me, and I'm like, are you guys gonna help me?
Let me ask you a question. So one of the things I found out, and I shared with you off camera, but I'm gonna share with the audience, is that when I was under hypnosis, one of the quantum healing hypnosis done by Patty Clements with Virginia Beach Vibration. So shout out to her. When I did a QHHT session with her, one of the things that came out was that I had 110 lives. And when I was under hypnosis, I wanted them to tell me about the 110 lives. But my higher self was saying she needs to find out on her own accord. I couldn't cheat for
You mean LaChele lives, not like all your lives.
All my
You're
lives.
talking about LaChele, like who you are in this body,
yeah,
having 110 different lives right now. Yeah.
And I got frustrated because I want to know, and certain things is set up for us to know when our higher selves set up markers for us to be like, when you accomplish this level or you did this step, then something else is revealed. It's almost like a stepping stone to learning your potential and tapping in, right? Instead of saying, I'm going under hypnosis, I got my questions, just tell me what I need to know.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I saw my hypnosis sessions. I have my list of questions. I'm having a hard time getting the answers, so let me cheat and ask the subconscious mind, right?
Right.
So one of the things that was said, they kept bringing up 110 lives, and I'm like, I know for a fact I've had way more than 110 lives. What's this 110 lives?
Where did it come from, that number?
Yeah, so then I found out that when it comes to parallel lives, that is what they were telling me. I have currently 110, my soul's fragmented out 110 times, where I'm having different parallel lives right now that I'm experiencing. And in those lives, there's healing that's needed in order for my oversoul to become whole. And so when I dream, I'm in different of one of those 110 lives.
And I think a lot of us have probably felt that in a dream at some point. You're like, this is so similar to my life, but there's just a few things that are off.
Yes.
Because I've always wondered, I'm like, you wake up, I'm like, this was very like for example, Lorelai was still a competitive dancer recently in one of mine, and I was like, well, that must be something that's going on somewhere, because it just felt the way it felt. So in those dreams, you said that it's a process of making the soul
like whole. Like if your oversoul can live, like our consciousness, you guys, our souls are so powerful, so infinite, so massive. There's no restriction. There's no constraint that we literally can experience more than what we're experiencing right now, which is probably another part of the disclosure
Oh,
You know
it's
what I'm
gonna
saying?
be, but it's such a hard concept to grasp.
Yeah.
It's still hard
I
for me
know,
to
yeah.
like think that time is not linear. It's
Mhm.
all happening right now.
Mhm.
So you're telling me 1600s is happening right now, and the year 3000 is happening right now.
Yeah.
But I'm right here doing
Like even
this.
hearing you say that, I'm trying to wrap my mind around.
But we're doing this right here, right now, and then. But my soul is somewhere in the future and in the past. Like, that's a lot.
It is.
To try to make your brain understand. And on top of it, I mean, I have no idea how many I'm going through because of what I've been going through right here, right now. Like, I can't even imagine what's going on out there. I hope there's just like an amazing version of me that like, and I'm like
living your best life.
And everything. Yeah.
But the soul wants to experience so much because we can experience and do it all. So why not have the different experiences where we are living our best life, or perhaps we're suffering, or we're doing a little bit of both, or you're having challenges. Like, because once you go back to the other side, you're all in. You're just your whole self in the blissful moments of not having any experience to learn or evolve. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I know. I just wonder what at what point do we go, we've got it all?
Mm.
I literally, these are thoughts I have. At what point are we like, are my souls like, sweet, I'm done, and I'm gonna just like not go through what I've been going through?
Or you can look at it like there's the vast galaxies and universes and dimensions and realms that are out there that are endless that you could experience.
I know there's that. I think it's just hard because of what I'm going through in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to feel.
You want to overcome certain things.
I want to overcome. I want to feel fantastic again.
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel like I don't want to feel like I used to feel. I want to feel like the new Sheila that is healed and also has this right.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's interesting when I dream. Sometimes in my dreams, sorry that was loud. So in my dreams, I'll be like, there's food, because I'm really like so incredibly restricted on food. It's not even funny currently.
Do you want to tell them about MCAS and your restriction with food, just in case anybody might?
Yeah, dealing with mast cell activation syndrome, and nobody knew what was going on with me, and I was kind of told, you're fine, and all I did was stop eating foods because it seemed like everything was making me react, which yes and no, they probably were, but there was more going on than just that. And so I'm down to 5 foods that I eat, and working with somebody, a doctor who is as knowledgeable as you can be with mast cell activation syndrome. So if people are looking for somebody, I mean, you might have to travel, but it is important to find somebody who understands this. There is, and you know what they're finding, which is really fascinating, a lot of them is, you know, it's connected to your nervous system. A lot of them truly believe it's connected to traumas and healing yourself of those traumas, which, I mean, I've been working on that for a few years. This, though, just happened in December of 2025 for me. So there's lots of different modalities out there for healing, but you have to find the one that I guess works for you. And I've tried many of them, so if you guys have any questions, I'll answer. But I feel like I'm on a good path right now. That doesn't mean it's happening quickly, but there are different ways to heal, and I am trying different things, but nothing insane. And I am doing pharmaceuticals because it is something that, and I was against it at first, but you have to take advantage of the things that make you feel better, because it's not supposed to be long term. The doctors don't want you on the medications forever. They really do want your mast cells to calm down so you can get back to living a semi-normal life. But when I dream, you know, people are ordering food and there are dreams, and I'm like, I can't have that because of my,
So again, it goes back to parallel lives.
And it makes me just so sad because I'm like, can I just have a dream where I can eat the fucking brownie? Sorry.
Have your dreams going through what you're going through? Have you found that your dreams are more symbolic because of, I don't want to say this is a challenge. Oh, I guess it is a challenging experience that you're having right now, but it's playing out in your dreams
as well,
or bringing it up in your dreams so that you can start seeing things in a certain way in your waking state. Do you think that's happening with your dreams?
I don't know if that's happening yet.
Really?
I don't know. Like, I would have to really I never dissected those dreams. That's what's so funny.
Okay.
Because I wake up almost kind of disappointed because I'm like, I really did want that brownie, or I want that donut, or that piece of pizza so desperately. And even in my dream, or even like I have, like spinal stuff that I deal with as well, which is why sometimes I'm sitting here, I might look kind of awkward because I'm trying to be comfortable, but I don't get that comfortable. Mm-hmm. So I maneuver a lot. And even in those dreams, I'm like, oh, can't do that because my body isn't there yet, And I wake up from those dreams probably the most disappointed because in your dream state, you just kind of want to be, And then there's times where I wake up and there was no food to be eaten or any massive obstacle that my physical body had to endure in that dream, and I felt normal, so to speak. What normal is. So, yeah.
Interesting. Well, maybe now that I brought that to your awareness, because I think that our dreams are telling a story or stories, not just about us, but the people around us too.
Yeah. Or letting us have some insight into some of those other lives and what's going on in those lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that means there's like another Sheila version dreaming about what I'm going through in this, It's really fast. So it makes you wonder, is it a dream or is it what your soul is going through at that moment?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. See, this is the stuff that I wish they would teach. The parallel life stuff, because we won't be guessing it. Right now we're like, because that's what feels right for me is I know I need to get them 110 lives down to one incarnate, life that is made whole. Because in my different dreams, there is a level of healing that I need.
Yeah.
It's always a level of healing or a level of understanding that I choose to not see because I'm wrapped into work or what's going on.
It's like it was I don't know about other people, but for me, like meditation or I close my eyes, I'm definitely not asleep yet. Like I might focus on my third eye and I just relax. And a movie starts to play in my mind. And it makes me fall asleep. But I'm like, I am dreaming and I'm not even asleep yet. Like that happens to me all the time. And when you look it up, they tell you you have narcolepsy. Because I looked it up because I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I do not have narcolepsy. But I am dreaming before I'm even asleep. I'm probably in beta, alpha, theta. So I'm probably like alpha, theta. I'm probably somewhere in there, right? Well, alpha is like when you're driving and you kind of space out. I think that's when you go into alpha.
I know it's higher. It's higher than theta, right? I know it's higher than theta.
I think beta's now. Alpha's spacing out, and I thought theta was that like space you want to get to for meditation, for example. I think, and then you're thinking delta, right? I think is the when you're asleep and dreaming.
Is it?
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but like, so maybe it's theta. And see, when I meditate, I can get there pretty fast, but then I'm trying to fall asleep. So, which is really funny. Because why can't I sleep that well? Or that easily? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But that's when I'll have lots of stuff that comes in. Because recently I had a grossly,
I think you're right.
Grossly disfigured face it was an angel with these huge wings.
Seraphim.
And they said that it's something to do with their vibration and frequency compared to mine, and I'm not to a place where I can like see them yet.
Undistorted.
Because I had no fear. I was just like, that's interesting. Why is it such a disfigured angel? Like I couldn't like, but I didn't get scared.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought.
You felt it in your heart.
That's interesting. Why do you look like that?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you were right. So it's gamma the lowest.
Okay.
And then the beta, alpha, theta, and then delta.
Okay.
I go to sleep to, like recently, theta and delta. And, you know, my dreams has just been...
Nuts?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. But I get to go to sleep.
Yeah. For sure.
I need that.
Yeah.
Or my mind isn't going, or I'm seeing beings crossing my vision. And that's, I'm going to go back to what you were saying about when you're about to go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not asleep yet, and you're seeing images and movies play out.
I can't remember. It has to be something that grabs my attention.
Yeah. So for that, that could be you actually seeing other lives.
Okay.
Or seeing someone else's life.
Yeah.
And you may think, and this is for humanity too, where you think you're just imagining something, and you're, and I'm not trying to sound dismissive, because I don't believe that our imaginations, like when they say, oh, you just imagine it, I feel like it boxes us in, and then it doesn't give credit to what you're seeing, and it definitely doesn't lend credit to the kids that have beautiful imaginations, and they see, because they're so innocent, and they see everything, and there's no filter, you know.
Well, what is it you told me the other day, Sheila? If you're imagining it, there's a reason. Because like I don't know exactly what like my grandparents went through, or my grandfather during World War II as a POW in Germany. But I can have like these visions of what I think he may have endured.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, don't dismiss your imagination for like seeing something,
Mm-hmm.
which is important. I think when you said that to me, it really resonated in a different way. You've said so much stuff to me throughout the years and some stuff sticks hardcore, and some I'm like, okay, and you ponder it for a while. And then there's other things you say, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense.
But don't feel bad. Don't ever feel bad, because sometimes we need a pattern of recognition and something to keep repeating for it to stick. That's why they say we need to listen to something like 20 from 21 days. I don't know what the magic number of 21 days, but I know it adds up to 3, which is communication.
But when you are in there and you're and this like picture movie thing is unfolding, I mean, I don't know that I'm not seeing exactly what he endured. Mm-hmm. For example, when he was a prisoner, it was in my mind.
Yeah. Wow.
Or my great grandmother, who her husband came in and shot at her while she was working at the bar.
Wow.
Like I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where she worked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that man looked like. I know what she looked like, but that man obviously was not in our life. Well, he died very young. He was an alcoholic. Mm-hmm. So that's probably why he was in there shooting at her. But
so can you imagine once you let go completely and just trust what comes in, how much more you would get? Like you would get a whole generational book, like album.
Oh, and that's the thing is my husband has told me over and over again, I mean, writing about my own life, but like also like I've always thought for years and years and years and years, there needs to be books written about my family and the things that have gone on. And it's like, it's straight out of a movie. Yeah. You're just like, that, no way. You're like, I know. I'm like, and then I'm supposed to be like dealing with all that myself. I'm supposed to be like purging that generational trauma that has occurred.
I know. And that's something to think about.
That's probably why I play it in my head. Mm-hmm. That's probably why I see it so clearly.
Yeah, to release it for your lineage so that it doesn't pass down to,
Because when I've had 3 or 4 complete strangers tell me the same darn thing, that I'm supposed to be doing. You're like, I took that on. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
And always
Because you're stronger than you can ever imagine.
Yeah. Always been the black sheep to boot.
Yeah. And sometimes people who are the strongest don't see their strength because they've been in it for so long. It's that people who are outside looking in to remind you of your resilience.
Yeah.
And to remind you of your inner strength, which goes back to, and then we can close out the session, your note that's downstairs. Can you tell me what it is?
I can't even remember exactly what it says. It says
slower.
Your something with my strength and the slowness.
Yeah. Something about taking things slow. Oh gosh, something about taking things slow is seen as strength. So your strength. Is your strength. Yes.
Going slow is your strength.
Yes.
And it's something that came to me in a dream.
See?
And then I took it, put it into Architect Plus, and this came out. And it was Architect Plus does such an amazing magical way of taking what your dream was and giving it to you. And that's what it was. And then I wrote it on a Post-it note and I stuck it on the door because as you're going through stuff like this, you have such... Your highs and lows are fast and hard all day long, it seems like.
Yeah.
And when you get low, you have to have those reminders.
Yeah.
So that, because I can only call LaChele so many times. I can only depend on my husband so much, and to reach out to. And I unfortunately don't have the family to be able to do that with. Their state of mind is just not there from their own traumas. So I, feel, and it's very lonely, and I feel very, I need something that I can do myself, and I'm learning. It didn't come naturally. I'm just kind of my parts are let's just get the hell out of here. I'm done. I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
That's so much easier than facing it.
Yeah.
Is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the healing that we all experience, we always want someone to hold our hand because it's easier to go through the trials and tribulations with your rock hard, solid partner. It feels less lonely.
Yeah.
And durable or doable.
Yeah.
When you're in it.
Yeah.
But the ultimate journey is our own.
and I'm learning.
Yeah.
And figuring it out. So,
and you can only rely on AI, but so much.
Oh yeah, I just pretty much do it for my dreams.
Yeah, which is a good processing point.
Yeah, or maybe a number that I'm like, wait a minute, I don't really know that one very well. Let me look, or maybe I have to look up the number 222 for the 100th time because it's just not sticking.
And that's okay. Yeah, because it might mean something. It may pull up something different.
I think it does every time. I swear, every time I look up a number. Wait, I keep seeing this number over and over again today. It will literally smack me in my face. I think I was driving down the highway one day and there was 4 license plates across the lanes and they all had the same exact number, and I was like, okay, okay, I'll look it up when I get pulled over and to my destination.
Yeah,
because it's in my face. And that's the thing,
the universe talking to you loud and clear.
Yeah. So dreams, we can go on in another episode more about dreams.
Absolutely.
And maybe go into the astral realm a little bit more.
Yeah, we can do that next time for sure.
Because the astral realm is something I don't know if I do that or not. So it'd be interesting to have a conversation about that.
Yeah, I think that'd be something that we can follow up on our next episode, because I think that can take us to a whole nother. We can do a whole show just on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it'd be fun for people. Oh, but Spirit told me that they really, oh my gosh, really, 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 really want you to channel.
I know.
And I would really love for you to spend some time. And I want to ask you if there's a direction you would like me to go, or would
so you're gonna do this on camera?
Yeah, or would you like to just say whatever comes to you in the moment?
So, Spirit is talking to me now, and it's funny because I was telling a friend yesterday, the day before, I was in my kitchen and 822 showed up on the microwave, and I was about to make something. And the reason why I remember the number 822 is because Spirit said to me, we need you to start using your voice to share our messages and to get over your fear of judgment.
Yes.
And I said, oh, so you guys are going to use Sheila, huh? I said that. You guys are going to use Sheila.
They tried to go through me about a year and a half ago, and I tried to get you to do it with a group of people. Of people who know you, who were, you weren't biting, so here we are.
Yeah, I know. I find that so ironic because my cousin's wife had a dream Thursday night about me.
Yes.
Yes, and goes back to the topic of dreams. And in one of the things that was, I had to put the dream in Architect, Gaia Architect Plus.
Yeah.
And one of the things that stood out about the dream was that me using my damn voice to channel the higher dimensional beings.
Yes.
And I said to myself, y'all are relentless, because they were talking to me Wednesday night at the 822 microwave clock thing. Then she has a dream Thursday, and then they were telling me that you were going to bring it up. And I was like...
And I brought it up 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And I'm going to be honest with everyone. See? they're doing it now.
But you have to get rid of the judgment.
And that's the thing, you guys. I'm being honest.
Because
that is the thing.
Nobody is looking at you going... And if they are, if they're going, what a freak, look at her. I mean, let's just be like, these are the thoughts that go through your head, right?
Yes.
You say to yourself, those are the people that need this the most.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
If they found you and they're judging you, there is a reason, and they're supposed to be there. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Awakened souls, thank you for being here with us today. Our journey continues next week with more real conversations and a new message for humanity. We would love for you to join us again in this space of peace. Think of it as a date with the soul. Until then, stay in your heart and be kind to yourself.